Carlito taking on Santos Escobar. Can I say I'm just very excited for this match? Like, this is gonna be a banger.
You know, and it's funny because I think that I knew this, but I totally forgot. So seeing Santos have this heel turn or whatever, and I love how they just immediately went back to the Legado del Fantasma music.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you're like, oh, cool, yeah, they're pushing a young talent, blah blah blah. Santos is 39 years old. It's like,
Really?
yeah, he's 39. So it's kind of just funny that it's like, you're like, oh, cool, they're pushing this new guy, blah blah blah, and it's like, no, he's 39. Like, he's not a spring chicken. But I feel like that can kind of work in their favor for this match because Carlito's older too. It's not like he's running around doing the same thing as like Dragon Lee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
He's not doing those moves.
um, I I feel it's so hard when I try to do predictions because I feel like I know what should happen, and then it makes it difficult for me to figure out what will happen. Because to me, Santos should win if we're trying to make him be this bad guy and whatever, and to potentially continue this feud either with Carlito or the LWO in its entirety. And it feels like if this is going to be his first match as a full-blown heel, then he has to win. Like, Carlito doesn't gain anything from winning. You know what I mean? It actually makes like Santos lose credibility if he loses.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. Because if he does lose, then you need to make him a strong heel. I'm just interested to see if they have more than one match in their saga, we'll say. So
Yeah.
maybe Carlito takes this one.
Well, then you have to remember Dragon Lee last week on SmackDown had said something about how he wanted a match and he was so upset about, what Santos had done. So that could be something too. Like, he might not be an official member of the LWO, but maybe they'll try and kind of insert him into the storyline for Santos to go against, to add more, because no one, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but no one's really going to care about him going against Cruz del Toro or Joaquin Wilds, or excuse me,
No.
Raul and Joaquin. Do you remember? Because he called him his real name.
Oh, I don't remember. No, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Santos
No.
last week when he was doing his promo and they came out, he called them Joaquin and Raul. And I'm like,
Oh.
that's not Raul.
Ooh, I like that. A little spice there.
Yeah, well, he said his real name on accident. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see that too, and I'm here for that. Dragon Lee, yeah. But you know what else would be cool? I just thought of this. I would love for Santos, so if we're going to go full-blown heel, have him win, because guess what he uses? The brass knuckles. Have him use the brass knuckles. Because
that's brilliant.
It's such a callback, right, to what happened with Rey Mysterio, and he wants to be like, oh, it was an accident, whatever, and Carlito took such an issue with it. Have him hit Carlito with the brass knuckles behind the ref's back and have him win. That way.
That's better than what I was going to suggest. That's way better. I was going to say 619.
That's the type of stuff that he can still do. I would just love for him to use those brass knuckles,
No, that's such a good way to finish the match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good one. Because then you go.
It makes you call into question even more. Like, oh, was it an accident? Like, did he leave the brass knuckles there for Logan? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it adds more to that and adds another layer to the drama that will inevitably happen, you think, between him and Rey whenever Rey returns,
Oh, yeah. The Rey Mysterio Santos Escobar match, whenever Rey comes back, is going to slap. And that to me feels like it would be one of the last Rey Mysterio matches we'll see.
Yeah. And it could, I mean, it's just like any other legend that like wants to put over, the next guy or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I could see that.
Oh, I like that. I'm still that happens. That would be so friggin' cool.
If it happens, I would be like, guys,
you'd be a champion in your own right. There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Arigato.